Substance. We in global TV says certain kind of friend we no cape, and some informer friend we lovely. We in global, bona fake friend and bona tape. We in global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in global TV, check it.
Good afternoon from London. Good morning to those on the Eastern timeline. Welcome to the At a Glance. It is a batty ride and belly skin weather in London today. In my neck of the woods, it's already 30 degrees and I am tired. The heat make me tired because London heat UK heat don't have no wind in it. Is very humid and muggy. So may I go spend 10 minutes with you and head to the park. 10 minutes. I head to the park. So call everybody and tell them, say, look here, run come. Don't along this morning because weather live out a door. I'm honestly feeling tired already. I forgot to me see the guy at the park. Wait name. Me yoga mat and go find one tree lit on under. To my community of party and all my family members, good morning. Platform moderators, membership holders, viewers and subscribers, commenters and trolls. Good morning. Debbie Jervis, Elaine Turner, Beat and Teach, Natalia Freeman, Yvonne Riley, EM, who else is here? Wayne Evans. I hope I'm not pass nobody. Gloria Morris. Good morning, Sharon Bernard, Jim Ashley. Paula Shelley, bros. I am Roger Forbes. Well gone, bro. Christine Gilbert. Colleen Jones. Marcia Biro, Muriel King, Annie Jones, Althea, Marjorie Lewis, Kevin Davis, Keneal Gale, Sonia Foster, Jason Kane, Sonia Bird. Morning, everyone. Morning, and welcome. Resilient. We can call it like what the old harbor council call it. Resilient. Because we know when they say resilient, we know so they mean resilient. I've been a circle. How are you? Sonia Foster. Dennis, Georgia Dennis. Resilient roof. Anyone have an idea what resilient roof mean? Does any of you have an idea what resilient roof mean? You see the video I made yesterday morning, my people, the one entitled "Shocking What Andrew Holness is Doing to Jamaicans." You know, I broadcast on 3 YouTube platforms, but surprisingly, they have taken that video down from GTV Group for medical misinformation. You know, that Farrakhan bit that I played, but it's still up on the other 2 platforms. I don't understand these robots. I really don't. Really don't understand these robots. Pamela Cole, Raymond G. But it's still up on 2 platforms. Let me go to my... Yes, does anyone know what this means? Resilient roofing. Because my God, the Prime Minister since the hurricane, or before we even got to that, when you're looking at the Gleaner and the Observer, and see if them not almost, let us read, stop writing about burial. Look in the Gleaner, how much updates are in the Observer. How much updates coming through with regards to burial, recovery, restoration, and rebuilding. I wonder why the media has walked away so early when Jamaicans underground voices need to be heard out there. But I'm appealing to Jamaicans who still have access to power and internet. Get the images out to us of what is not done in your community, rather no cleanup, no assistant, no electricity, no water. Get the information out to us. We cannot depend on mainstream media to follow up on these information and to highlight these information because it's not in their vested interests. Another thing we notice again with the weekly press conference them, and I notice it when them come back the next week. Why is it nationwide always get to ask the first question, and sometimes the journalists score in the room if they are there? It's mainly nationwide ask question. I wonder what happened to the other journalists them. It looked like everybody ready to bury Cynthia. Everybody ready for burial because they walk and collect up the money them now. And all them do is try to swindle money left, right, and center rather than the Jamaica people getting assistance. You see people like Azan and them, Akia Zinc, go St. Elizabeth. How come every time you hear the Prime Minister talk, it's about tarpaulin? Of course, tarpaulin is emergency relief like the day after or so on. But over 2 weeks on, but the resilient roofing, it a puzzle me. Hurricane strap would also be distributed in specific communities. I wonder if that are the resilient. We need to relook at our building plan, resilient roofing. I guess, I don't understand what this Prime Minister talk about most of the time. But is the resilient roofing going to be funded by loan or by grant? Or will the resilient roofing be a legislative program that suggests to people this is the direction we are going? Me don't know. I really don't know what resilient roofing means. If the Prime Minister wants to talk about looking at ways of building or making our roof hurricane proof or whatever, or Carlos was giving a structure the other day of the Adobe houses where you can still use zinc because said deck housing hot. You can use zinc, but there's a wall that comes up over the zinc. Then in the time of such disaster, then the wind will not get under the zinc to knock it off because there's a barrier wall around the edge of the zinc, as well as decking if you have single floor. But I don't understand much coming from this government in this disaster anyway. Veteran Wagwan, Brenda, Pauline Dixon, because the relief and rebuilding effort, there's no leadership. I'm sure Christine Gilbert, just like myself, vast sway of people across the Jamaica will have done, and the diaspora is confused, Millicent Jones, of the structure, because if you ask me, I cannot tell you a proper plan that I heard outlined from the government. The D, good morning. I hear bits, Laksibaya, bits and pieces of things said by the Prime Minister, confusing things said by the Prime Minister. But to say that a proper clear structure has been outlined to the country, how government is going to lead the recovery and rebuilding effort, I'm not sure I heard that. Just like the people who are confused as to, am I going to get any help? Will it be a grant or a loan? Am I going to have to choose between my house or my shop? There is no clear structure. Is farmer going to get a grant, or will they be getting a loan? The fishermen, will they be getting a grant, or will they be getting a loan? How will the assessment be? How tedious will it be? How long drawn out will it be? Or will it be expedited? Is there certain documentation that one will have to provide in order to access? What is it? The Ministry of National Security, who will be doing the assessment for grants and loans, an understaffed department, have they come out and explained to the Jamaica people the route by which you go forward with this application? And I hear every time them talk, them tell the nation to go online to this information and to that the information. Are you aware that a vast sway of the country have no access to power or internet or phone service? How are these people going to access those information and going to be kept updated when they do not have access to go online? I really don't get that. Is there another way of the Prime Minister updating the nation other than on website, so those who haven't got access, those who haven't got such access can get the information? Not everybody have access to Google at this moment in Jamaica. Or are you talking to us in the diaspora? Which one of it? Because you can't go tell the people them when I have power and internet and phone service to go up online. How do we keep those community updated, Prime Minister? Because every time on a talk, on say there's more information online. Every time on a talk, on say there's more. How are they going to access that information, Prime Minister? Is there another way that you can keep those off-grid community updated? The Gleaner and the Observer barely write about it. We don't know so the TV station them me really not follow. What they say if me and them no buck up pan road. Me no know where Big Yard and over Jamal School at the. Me no go over Granny Sus from where they need us, so me no know much away I say over there. Over Granny Sus, you know, say Granny Sus toward the government line. So anything the government, any lie the government tell is more likely what Granny Sus would not tell over there as well. But the written press, what me normally focus on, them really forget say burial happen where they and burial not happen where the burial still a happen. Not that burial even still a happen. There's more weather coming in that direction where people are still in the element, people are still homeless. And the Prime Minister is going around the country, just lipping it. And Jamaicans on the ground, Pauline McKennis, Jamaicans on the ground aren't seeing the help. They're not seeing politicians much in various communities. Some of them haven't seen their political representative, mayor, councillor, or MP yet. Debris are lying all across Jamaica National Work Agency, Andrew and Nesta and Deadman Mackenzie. Debris, Angela Brown Burke. Look at your constituency on Walton Park Road. Sorry, Angela Brown Burke. Look at your constituency on Walton Park Road. No Light in Comfort Hall, Walderston, Manchester. Look at the state of your constituency. Not a little clean up. Tree just lay down on sidewalk. So, Michael Coley. No, I do nothing. Neither Labour nor PNP. PNP is silent from the abuse where Andrew abused the people in this disaster with donor money. PNP is utterly silent. PNP constituency left unattended, just like the Labour constituency them. That's why they can't criticize one another. That's why they're so silent. Evan Green, Marcia Gale. Look at the state of Jamaica after 2 weeks. Look at the state of Jamaica after 2 weeks, Coach Marine. Waltham Park Road, that road, is it Angela Brown Burke or Peter Phillips? Waltham Park Road. Is it not Waltham Park we showed yesterday? Let me show back the video. But Angela Brown Burke responsible for them road, yeah. Enough for Desmond Mackenzie constituency. Enough for Andrew Holness constituency. The roads are a woeful disgrace. I know one of them, all of them, all of the politicians them have them constituency in that state. It's only a few constituency in Jamaica get paid attention to. Only a few. Only a few get paid attention to. Look at this video.
You see, the whole on a pussy. All member of parliament. Yeah, man. All member of parliament, man. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Angela Brown Burke. You know see them here? Them here, where we are trying to pick them picnic. Got blood clot school. And pussy, Prime Minister boy. And you not see them bomb clot here. All of them here. And you not see them. The place that want fix. Drive one a pussy. Watch out, sir. Look on here. Look on this. Andrew Holness, go suck out your mother and fix the place. You hear? That me after them. Suck your mama. Angela Brown Burke, what you do for the community? And that push. Angela Brown Burke, hold down the community. And we vote you in Angela Brown Burke. A blood clot we vote you in. Where you do boy Angela Brown Burke? Angela Brown Burke. The post right there, the whole of them are clean up already. One in a parliament though. Where the bomb clot only in a parliament though. And that no one blood clot no. Just how we be pretty close. When you come in a politics, you maga like dog. The whole of you maga like dog. Like drunk crow. And you come now and eat off taxpayer money. Where the bomb clot do no. Storm come, storm done. 100% come clean up the bomb clot place. Won't have taxpayer money at the Andrew Holness. Where the bomb clot do not do? Won't not do. Won't not do. JLP, PNP, where the bomb clot do not do for the country. Bring down the country in a hole. And try to suppress bomb blood clot drivers. Come clean up the place. After storm cleaning, where the chop them there? Where the worker them there? Bomb clot do no. Me said in a video this suck pussy boy. I tell me say get on a pay bill. You in my comment section. Get on a pay bill. Go suck out your mother. You and your friend them pay bill. A taxpayer loan pay bill. Hard working blood clot citizen of Jamaica. Yeah. So when you see me on a posting, stop with your dirty suck pussy comment. Yeah. True, me show the post up a half a tree, say half a tree fix. You gonna say if ghetto a pay a bill. But to the rich friend them have business down in the ghetto. I don't want to pay light bill and water rate. But no want blood clot uptown and live big. And have business in the ghetto when you not pay a bill. Go suck on the mother. The whole out now. You not rape and rob the bomb clot revenue and take side with suck pussy Andrew Holness. and them bumbleclad administration. You know, say I be a fucker one. After storm cleaning, where the driver them there, with the truck them, Andrew bumbleclad, suck pussy wickedness. Born out to the city snap bumbleclad Jamaica. Eh?
Jamaicans are fed up with both PNP and JLP. Rather be Andrew Holness, because the whole of them have a giant constituency. Rather be Andrew Holness, Angela Brown Burke, Phillips, or whichever one of them. It is a disgrace with PNP and JLP across the country. Look how PJ and Portia give out mining contract and with just and them a mine gold. And you know, he need a PNP, gold and copper. And mine with PNP give out contract, and you don't hear a thing about it. You know, here say Jamaica, I have gold. How much a year now them a dig out gold and copper out of Jamaica? Never heard of it. Me just start learn them something, yeah. And a PNP, in a 2004, some of them mining contract they signed. I wonder who did in a power then. And I wonder why up to today, Larry Speckford, PNP still silent. Pan Jamaica gold and copper. PNP silent. Pan Jamaica oil. I wonder if them a plan for rob with you. Because the robbery are going, you know. The robbery are going and everybody sit down silence. Gold there, copper there. All sort of rich element there in a backside. Who have you ever heard from both sides step up to the plate and tell you how asset rich Jamaica is? None of them. Because that asset richness, Angela, that asset richness only benefit rich people. Only benefit politicians and them friends. Not even a poor man can get a contract on one of the mining sites because government and him friend them take over everything. PNP no better than Labour. The whole of them are the same. The whole of them are the same. Rob and rape Jamaica continuously. Ignore Jamaica after them get them votes and reach to them power. So I tell them, Angela, I'm not turning along with them to their 10 minutes. May I give them a head apart because at 30 degrees down here so already. Down here so Angela. At 30 degrees so already. Why Angela Brown Burke and people like what the man the name line with Badman, Anthony Hilton. The reason why they can't criticize Andrew, them and Andrew are cheating constituent the same. The reason why they can't criticize Andrew, Anthony Hilton and Andrew Holness are wrap up with the same badman Robert White, the same badman will control Unstate police station, the same badman where nobody can arrest in Jamaica. So them can't criticize. Everybody have to lay them head low and make it blow over. Because when them come in, it's going to be the same. PNP had them badman garrisons. JLP had them badman garrisons. Which one of them better and tether? All of them use them badman and them badman police to politically suppress with. Which one of them better? Hilton no lazy, Hilton wicked. Hilton not only lazy, Hilton wicked, Hilton ignore Waterhouse for too long now. Funny come there, he no do nothing. Just like a fan Angela come, Angela no do nothing. Just like a fan Andrew come, Andrew no do nothing. Look on the road in the Prime Minister's constituency. Look at the health care. Look at the community health care in the Prime Minister's constituency. Woeful. Look at the drains and gully in all of them community. No better herring, no better barren. Left cheek, right cheek, the two of them the on backside. Right cheek and left cheek is still backside. Still sit down on toilet. Because you can't sit down with one cheek. None of them no good for we. The political system of Jamaica needs to change. Needs to change. Burying power line up for discussion will be expensive undertaking. The Dons said, Blue Waves. Alex Murray. The message of corruption. What would you advise to the Jamaican voters when election come around? One, let me answer Alex's question. One, you do not go to nomination. Let the council and MP them alone go. Two, you do not go on the political campaign. Three, you do not sell your vote. Four, you vote with your conscience as to who brings the best policy to you and so what they can do for your country. That is my advice. Those 4 steps will cripple the corruption in politics, the vote buying, the vote coercion, the intimidation, the psychology of the euphoria of tribalism. We need to get rid of those problems. Those are some of the major holdbacks at the moment. Those are some of what they use as perspective power to keep us in our place, imagination. So as long as we separate ourselves from the euphoria, the corruption, the crookedness, and we vote on our conscience without selling our vote $1,000 per year. $1,000 per year. Do you know that that's 5,000, or if it's 10,000 now? How much sheet of zinc can you get out of $10,000? So it is important for Jamaica people to have pride in themselves. It's because we're prideless. It's because we're free. It's because we don't want nothing. It's because we don't know nothing good. Why one would take $5,000 or $10,000 and throw your democratic freedom up in the air for a night meal, and then you're going to have to battle on for 5 years? So we need to separate ourselves from the tribalism, from the corruption, and from the euphoric behavior of politics. Look in Britain and America here. You see that euphoric motorcade in politics. It don't exist. It exists where politicians don't have policy to tell you about. Politicians will go into media debate. Politicians will go to town hall and have their meetings or whatever. But the euphoric regalia of driving around, it's nothing to do with politics. It's how they hold you in the tribal euphoria. It's nothing to do with policy. It's nothing to do when you're upon your election campaign. How much people know the policy or the manifesto of that party? They're not concerned by that. They're more concerned by the green t-shirt, the orange t-shirt, the KFC that I can get today, and the motorcade, and how entertaining the motorcade will be at all stops, and we're going to drink, and we're going to party, and we're going to cock up and bike back, and we're going to hang off a car and choke, and we're going to do all sorts of malarkey. you don't think about policy within those times. That's one of the parts where we need to change. Get the people interested in politics and not in euphoric tribalism. I hope that answers your question. He's looking at how expensive it is going to be now to bury our electrical lines, but isn't looking at the long-term benefits or the further protection if we have to deal with worse a hurricane than this. So imagine you have a burial force or stronger Elder Fletcher every year. Are we going to spend this money every year for this tantamount of repairs? Or do we spend the money now to make sure our infrastructure is more safe, protected, and durable in such a hurricane, where after a hurricane, we do not have to wait for 3 weeks, a month, or 1 year to get back on the grid? Which do you think would be better? Spending the money now and about the derelict infrastructure collapsing going forward? Or do we shore up our infrastructure for modern day and for modern disaster? I don't know which part them think out of in a parliament and in a government. I really don't know which part them think out of, because it's just not. Every time them talk, you realize how far from the people who voted for them they are, how far removed these people are from the people who voted for them. Hungry. When you look at hungry now, I kill him again.
So I'm here by the low ground water facility, which we have 3 wells. One is working. But there's no electricity because we have some down poles and they need to replace some transformers. I've been working with Minister Valls as well as the NWC and JPS to see how quickly we can get this facility back up and running so the people of Chapelton and Rock River can have water. I ask for your patience, I ask for your understanding. I know it is tough, but we're doing the work.
Everybody asks for the patience of Jamaica people. Do you notice nobody now put pressure upon JPS? Everybody asks we to wait while they wrap JPS in a blanket. When they told us they were prepared, when they told us the system was prepared. But no, everybody have come tell we, can you please hold JPS and wrap JPS in a woolly blanket for us until them feel a bit warmer? You know how labor rights are this good. On the PNP are so some out, you know. Let me tell you so. Let me tell you so. On the PNP people are so some out. On the only look people for fight on the battlefield. On the only sit down there and wait for Andrew fail. Ekran sound system. Uno not done nothing for win. Uno not done nothing for show the country say Uno is a better choice and Uno is credible. Uno only sit down and wait for Andrew fail. To step into the vacuum of failure. That's all Uno wait for. Uno now wait for come lead. Uno now wait for come lead, you know. Uno not waiting to come lead. Uno wait for them fail. I know that we want. We want leaders in waiting. We want strong, robust opposition. We don't want a position that turn a blind eye to what is glaringly depressing for poor people. Mark Golden still hasn't come out and addressed the nation as to his views on the loan. Whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it, Mark Golden, whether you would have done it or you wouldn't have done it, the nation needs to know. The nation wants to know. And we're not going to go silent on Mark Golden silent. We're not going to go silent. We want to know from Mark Golden, would you have loaned the Jamaica people the money you receive from foreign donors to aid their recovery and their rebuilding? Would you have done that is the question, Mark Golden. If Andrew Wheat and you are dead silent to it, then it's only fair for one to ask the question, is Mark Golden in on this with Andrew Holness? Is Andrew in on it with Mark Golden? It's a question that all Jamaicans should be asking. Because if Mark Golden now stand up for Jamaica people, we just get mashed up and boxed about and thrown about. And then after insurance money, where Jamaica taxpayers pay, and donors' money coming to the country to assist Jamaicans, your Prime Minister stood at the dispatch box and tell you, say, him will loan you the money. And the opposition stood up after him. Not a word from Mark Golden. Are we to remain quiet like Mark Golden? Or we to ask the question as to why Mark Golden went along? Patricia Matthews, how are you? Joan Bailey, why Mark Golden went along with such a stitch up pan Jamaican people? It begs to think. Well, everything happening in a reverse in this government, you know. You see all of them summer workers now where them are deployed. That should have happened within the first 3 days of the storm, after the storm. It was the reason why I keep pressing that the Prime Minister need to be in Kingston coordinating his emergency cabinet so they can decide what resources from what area of government will be put in on the ground. 2 weeks after, them a gather up them something. Lord Jesus. And now them are talk about putting youth workers and them something upon the ground. Them something that should happen the first 3 days after the hurricane. We knew the areas that were going to be hit hard. It's not like Hurricane Beryl take a twist way and just in the last so and so him turn around and go when never figure. No, we knew from the very start where Beryl was heading to and where was going to be harder hit. We knew we was going to be hit by a category 4 or 5, which means that we are going to have problems. So the Prime Minister said 447 million that will be taken of the estimated 447 million that it will take to restore access to parochial road that have been impacted by Hurricane Beryl. 140 million of the amount is being spent in the hardest hit parish of St. Elizabeth, Lord Jesus. So it's a Floyde Green and the other MP, them get 140 million out of this year 400. Oh boy. The easy jerk world war going. You know, say me can't continue so. You know, just tally up all of the lie them what these cynics tell. That one you say. The pretty forehead one, yeah. The one you with the wheelchair. The pretty forehead one you with the wheelchair say. No spike in dengue cases. If there were, would you have told us? You never told us when the bacteria was killing the babies. You told us many lies during the pandemic. You steal a lot during the pandemic. You're carrying bad rice to come kill we. Why then would we just wake up, Elaine Turner, and believe to say you would be honest to us about mosquito and dengue and what's it or other? Why you think we think you would be honest? You're a thief. You're a liar. You're a corrupt crook. You're a cheater. You're an adulterer. Explain to me why, Dr. Dex, anything you say, we should believe you or listen to you. Remember you rub up the shields then? Remember you mash up St. Elizabeth agriculture and fishing industry and water irrigation? Wasn't it you? If me see Jamaican make Christopher become the head of the Jamaica Labour Party, me leave social justice and go to mix up vlogging because it would just tell me they waste my time. Jamaica no want nothing. A thief, a cheater, a adulterer, a liar, a thief. Jamaicans create their own problem, you know. Jamaicans create their own problem. Jamaicans will come fight you and shoot you and chop you up over them crooked politician. The crooked politician, when I pay their light bill, the crooked politician, well, because of them, they can't get no job. Missy one tatting or fratting or matting or ratting. Come out and come talk. You don't know where Andrew Holness pay them for say employment gone lower. Lord Jesus. You see how long we ask Andrew Holness? What type of jobs are they? What rights do these workers have? Where are these jobs? We just have float around so. We hope our young people that Jamaica want work and can't get work. But if you continue to listen to this government, they make you think that Jamaica is doing so fine. When Jamaica people don't have clean drinking water. Jamaica people do not have clean drinking water. Our drinking water was safer in the 80s and 90s, Patricia Williams, than it is today. Much safer. We had access to cleaner water. Even though we never have water in our house, we had access to standpipe that used to work. The pipe them in a house don't work now. Unless you have a black drum on top of your house, you still have to go back into the same carrying bucket. Galang here. And Jamaica people create them problem, you know. It's what Jamaicans want. Jamaicans love poverty. Jamaicans love distress. Jamaicans love geri and krang life. Jamaicans don't want development. They don't. They have never voted in that way for the last 60 years. Jamaicans have never voted over the last 6 years in the way where one could say Jamaicans want development. Jamaicans have never voted for policy. Jamaicans vote for political personality. Jamaicans vote for die-hard culturalism. This grandma support, that grandpa support. Me die, me ban so, me ban labor right, me die labor right, me ban PMP, and me die PMP. I want to create no own problem. You go and just have to one day just sit down and sup it up wherever it goes. Because when people tell you about changing it, you want to come bash them, say, yeah, PNP, yeah, JLP. And that's one of the biggest problems in a Jamaica political structure. You always hear people say, no third party can come at Jamaica. Jamaica, JLP and PNP country. But then I want JLP and PNP to do good food. But then on sell on yourself cheap to them. Listen here, backroad go know better. So if the man they don't pay a price when him come, me now lay down. Backroad go know better than Jamaica people. Backroad go have better ambition than Jamaica people. Backroad go now sit down and just a lay down for one man every night. So I know say the man now go pay when him done. Backroad go will never do that. Never. So that's why I know backroad go more sensible and has business sense than the wider Jamaica. The wider Jamaica have a skettle those who vote. The wider Jamaica who engage in the political system have a skettle mentality. Them just a wait for the big man come use them. Them long to see the big man so much that them can't wait for the big man come use them. And if them can buy breakfast tomorrow morning after the big man use them tonight, you know, that's the political system we have in Jamaica. And you look at that 2-week period. If you look at that 2-week period from nomination to election, it's high-scale prostitution by the Jamaica people. They would never go there to demonstrate, but they'll go there to motorcade, and all they get is a 2-piece or a 3-piece chicken and a drinks. Some of them don't even get a drinks. The politician buy you 3-piece, them now buy your drinks. You may get patty and cocoa bread and drinks. But throughout that 2 week, it's high-class prostitution the voter them go on with. Them just sell themselves cheap, so them don't even stand up and demand nothing. Don't stand up and demand anything. Jamaicans are the cheapest set of people you can think of when it comes to politics. The cheapest set of people. They don't want to hear about policy. Tell them about rice and mackerel. Tell them about KFC. Tell them about rum. Tell them about rice and chicken back. Them something that them line the Jamaicans vote pan. So owner go vote pan the lines of chicken back. And then on want steak after that. You know, so no fool. Talk to Jamaicans. When you say on a fool, when you vote for chicken back, then after you vote for chicken back, on a call so you don't get steak. I on a fool, on a vote for chicken back, are you gonna read if you know say chicken back you vote for? Jamaicans on a fool, and me I got tell you on a fool. Fool. A fool galang in this. Go and ask a go-go if a go-go would have done that, Jamaicans. And uno repeat it for the last 80 years. Uno repeat the cycle of selling yourself in the cheapest way that you can. Go and ask a go-go how much time she would give herself free for. Go and ask. Jamaicans are no worse than prostitute. Prostitute not so cheap. You're all cheaper than prostitutes. Because you can't go to prostitute in a modern day with fenke money. But you can come to Jamaicans with $5,000 and you get a whole 5 years of democracy. A whole 5 years of power. Jamaicans are not prostitute. A prostitute and a prostitute in herself. Elder Fletcher, me not go buy that story there. Them know whatever mix up them on social media. All the dunce one them know what to find every mix up on social media. Me not go provide no excuse for dunce dark backwards Jamaica people, because when me did dunce, me never fool. Me not go provide no excuse for them. Them have a phone in them hand where everybody I learn from. Why they choose to use for them as mix up. Same how they can find mix up on them phone, them can find learning something on it. Why is it Jamaicans sit down and crowd up around the negative page them? But when you teach them tell you so you're boring. Jamaicans are cheap prostitutes. That's why they get cheated like that. That's why politicians don't recognize them other than for 2 weeks. Cheap. They're cheap. They don't have no value. They don't want nothing good. Them not used to nothing good. If they can elevate themselves in a mix-up. If they can elevate themselves in a passa. Look, Paul, Spice them. You want to tell me, say, Spice them no know better? And Spice act like a real piece of shit on social media? You want to tell me, say, Spice them don't know better? You want to tell me, say, we educated Jamaican them on TikTok, where galang so don't know better? Are they just careless and cheap prostitutes? Look how every Jamaican run go over TikTok go sell themselves cheap. They want little money. Me say we don't have to work with money on social media. If you want to notice, me stop broadcast on TikTok. Because a broadcast on TikTok, you have to be docile or you have to be young and stupid. I'm neither of both. You either have to be young and stupid or docile to really docile and careless and ghetto to really make it over TikTok. I can be that, but I'm not that, nor I don't want to be that. So therefore, me will stay here so and one cocoa. But don't walk and make excuse for Jamaica people. We congregate around mix up. We use technology for enhance mix up, but has never used it to do anything sensible. There's no excuse for that. These are not the days when we never have information. If you talk to some black people on the street about Pan-Africanism, about black people power, them tell you so you're boring, them now want to hear you, them tell you about the sign of the past, that are this, that are that. Black people careless. Black people sold their children out regularly. It's a thing with us. Selling out is a thing with us. I saw the white people then make it in a slavery. We sold ourselves to each other. We continue the selling. Black people make on cheap and kill us. So Jamaicans, why not lead the charge of prostitution and selling? Why? When you know mess, when you not see it, why when something good and you can't recognize it? Why to get Jamaicans' attention, you have to be boisterous and boring? Why? Why to get their attention, you have to be boisterous and boring? But if you're teaching them truth, righteousness, and reality, them tell you all sort about yourself. Jamaicans not ready for this yet. And that's why I always tell you, Africa may look to. Jamaicans are not ready. Jamaicans are slaves. Them still in the slave mentality. They don't reach the mentality yet where they want to break out. Our political system says that. The way how we're ready to chop up one another over politics says that. The way how local communities divided on political lines says that. We're idiots. Plain and simple, we're fools. Why you think we're back of the line? Because we're some cheap political whores. Anybody chip with foot, we just drop and lay down without asking them, do you have anything in your pocket? This is how Jamaicans behave. And then Jamaicans want to act as if they deserve better. You only deserve better when you stand up for it or when you create it. But as long as you prostitutes are going to sit down and wait for politicians create better for you, you're going to be the prostitutes that you have always been, willing and ready to sell your vote, willing and ready to sell your democracy if you're cheapies chicken, you cheap mother suds. Some of them have most of them where do it have children, you know. Most of them not teaching the children them something there, you know. Jamaicans, you're all prostitutes. Politically, you're not prostitute. You're not willing to sell yourself cheap and then one contact so now get better. You get what you ask for. You get what they paid you for. They paid you to attain power. They receive power. You not in the midst of it. Because you never sit down and bargain with them what you want out of it. You took your $5,000. You took your 3-piece. You took your $5,000 and you took your 3-piece. So what do you think politicians should do for you? Tell me. What do you think politicians should do for you? You already get your 3-piece. That's what you value. Cheap Jamaicans are cheapies on the value. Cheap prostitute Jamaicans on the only value $5,000. Why on the one step up to people with a value and morals and come talk to it when on the only value $5,000? On don't value more than $5,000. On don't value more than a 3-piece chicken. On don't value more than white rice and chicken back and a flask of rum. Why on think on don't want to rub up with somebody like me? Huh? Why? Why don't you want to rub up with somebody like me? May look like 3-piece to you. 5,000 UK pound is a spit in the ocean for me. Never buying 5,000 Jamaican dollar. I saw no cheap. I saw no cheap 5,000 Jamaican dollar. Then afterward, on a compound with phone, come back with credit, on a come back medication money, on a come back on a cheap stuff. When two poor foreign broke down, Jamaicans, what are go do? if foreign broke down tomorrow morning, I no can beg. What now go do? Because none of can go to an MP about medication money. None of can go to an MP, but no need wanna have always on a family of foreign on a run to. Always. Because you're cheap. You sold yourself cheap. So that's why Ono don't have nothing to get out of politics. Ono will never get anything out of politics. Because Ono don't want nothing out there. Ono want 2 weeks of entertainment, 2 weeks of nyamming KFC. Because Ono kill this Jamaican, you know. That's why Ono get so big and fat and out of shape. Because when me there grow, Jamaicans did have shape. Ono is about a big old blob rolling down the road now. Someone look like jump. Because Ono take KFC and Chinese food. Ono put KFC and Chinese food above home cooking. Ono not see but we generation of Jamaican from me born and grow. My waist is 32 and it don't change from my late teens. My waist is 32 and it don't change. Because I never come a foreign, come adapt fast food lifestyle. For the 25 years when I'm there, a home food cook, a home cooking me I eat. Some of the Jamaicans will take KFC for glory. Will take fast food for glory. Will take Chinese food for glory. Look at you now. I roll down the road like a jump. When we did strong and firm and fit. Look at some of you now. Jump no big so. Careless. Everything easy and cheap. Everything easy and cheap, and then Jamaica people that want people to hold on to standard. A vast way of the world see Jamaicans as laughing stock, especially on a behavior over TikTok. Uno have become the world laughing stock. Jamaica no mean nothing no more. Look at drunker like Spice, Lady Sa, and Queen Ifrica. One time we hold them people there with celebrity status. The whole of them come turn local dog on social media because of money. Everybody go over TikTok, go disgrace and skin out and broke out for money. Maybe we're going to have grass and drink Maros water. And Marie Hill. Maybe we're going to have grass and drink Maros water. Prideless Jamaican people. Jamaican people when I want nothing. Jamaican people, why you not tie on your hand and go back on the plantation? Why you not tie on your hand and go back on the plantation? Because you not value more than $5,000 per year for 5 years. You not value more than $1,000 per year. So we not out here buck up in a wifa. We not out here tie up with foot for. Go on the plantation, go tie your hand and foot and do master's work. But don't come here, come irritate with. Don't come here, come irritate with Jamaicans. You're not too beg. You're not too cheap. I'm not going to stay one place. Begging corruption and cheapness. Everything you're willing to sell on yourself. Liquor and cheap for. That's why everybody can come to Jamaica, come prostitute, you know. Everybody can come, they come buy, you know, and when I laugh and grin. When I laugh and grin and that stress. And when you don't smile and start fret about the medication money, the school fee, the night dinner. When you have oil, gold, copper, gas, and all sort of expensive mineral. Look at you. Look at Uno. We still live in a thatch lot and behind zinc fence. Uno rich Jamaica people. We still live behind thatch lot and zinc fence. Trust me, Derek. Trust me. Jamaicans of these days just like everything easy. Nobody understands the struggle that got us to this place where I can sit down and talk to you so, because we never dare to open our mouth one time ago. If our foreparents them never stand up robustly and rebelliously and fight, if our parents them, all of our parents them did turn whole slave, like how uno behave today, you think we wouldn't come out of slavery? You cheap, reckless Jamaicans who are selling your children, because I hope on Jamaicans selling your children to bus drivers and police and all of these big men, you know. Only people we grew up in Jamaica see and know them something there, you know. Sorry, man, people, I got knocked out of the studio. Sorry about that. Am I back? Hold on there. Let me alter my studio because it don't look normal to me at the moment. Hold on. What is going on here? Am I in the studio twice? Oh. Hold on there. You not hear me? It did knock me out of the studio, but I'm back now. It knock out all of my Gary them. I have a video I need to play when I not play yet. With it knock out, I need to get back that video. Bear with me a sec. Bear with me a sec. Let me find back. Oh, which is this video? Let me find back. Oh, yes. Let's take a look, listen to this video, then we come back.
That all of the election them what we had in Jamaica, the past election, all of them was illegal?
All of them illegal. If you take it to the Constitutional Court, it would be ruled null and void. Why? The representation of the People's Act is an act of Parliament. And that act, subsection 91, clearly states bribery is against the law before an election, during an election, and after election. If you even promise a man something, it is an act of bribery and it is against the law. And when you are taken before the court, that individual would be suspended from participating in any election for 7 years. 7 years. So when you see our politicians going around and giving t-shirts and cap and bangles and all these things, it is against the law.
But some say marketing, them a market them party. It shouldn't be done?
Marketing is totally different. Marketing is not a bribe. Marketing is when you have a product and you are selling that product to the consumer. This is an election and it is controlled by certain laws and regulation. And this is why under the representation of the People's Act, and it was done. It was done in Parliament by our lawmakers, passed in law.
But some people say if them not get no money, them simply not go vote. Some people make it plain and straight.
Well, this is because of the system that they have started, the corrupt system, I must stress. Corruption. Because, as I said, Marcus Garvey was more popular than his opponent in the election. But the opponent won because the opponent bought lots of rum and rice and peas and chicken and fed the people and drunk them off before the election. That's why them run and vote for him. That's why you hear that famous quote all the while, you know, them sell out Marcus Garvey for rice and peas. Yes, by law. Subsection 91, and I want all of you listening or viewing Go and check the Representation of the People's Act, subsection 91, which clearly defines bribery in an election, before an election, or after election. It's against the law, plain and simple. So all our elections that you see these people have been having over the years are fraudulent. Fraudulent. And if it is taken to test before a constitutional court, it would be ruled null and void.
One love.
You might ask yourself why the groups in Jamaica who have standing do not take these issues to court, like Jamaicans for Justice, that one from Daniel Archalot, the Jump One, and all of these people. These people have standing, you know, to challenge those issues in court. Or lawyers can challenge these issues in court. But everybody in panic corruption at Jamaica, you know. Everybody in panic, everybody a benefit from it. Because both political side bribe and buy. So nobody now goes to the need for care one another a court, because everybody are going to get called out and get stressed out. The people of Jamaica, though, still in the middle of it, selling themselves cheap. Next time them come to buy your vote, tell them say your vote selling raised by 300%. Jamaicans don't have them pride to stick out for more money. Jamaicans don't have them pride to stick out for more money. Jamaicans are prostitute. I'm not going to put them out of that and talking. Go for 80 years. Wouldn't keep going back to the same man when now put him hand in him pocket. It wouldn't happen. Not if not common prostitute. Uncle Skettle wouldn't do that. I own the Skettle do them something there. Go are business people. So-called prostitutes are business people. Them not cheap like one Jamaicans, one Skettle of a Jamaica, one of Jamaican a Skettle on a bit. One just wait for the big man come use on. One can get a drive out a big man car front and big man with car got KFC or Chinese, Jamaicans, only so cheap. Only so careless. Isn't it time for uno to say uno not earn anything out of selling on yourself? I mean, how long it got take for uno wake up and say, selling myself doesn't benefit me. It doesn't benefit my children. For those of you who are in my generation, we're still a selling a vote, we have children. We don't explain to our children, say, we did have it better in a few days than uno really having it now. Jamaicans can't just get up and sell themselves. So, can't just get up, make people roll over and kick over and so. Have like an ambition now. You know, a long time it go on. Have like a pride in ourselves now. Have like a pride in ourselves now, Jamaicans. We're not do it for way too long. We're not too cheap for too long. Raising the price now. Remember Shabba song? Everything I raise, so what we do, we not raise the price on a voting to gone up. Gone up. Gone up. And still the penny $5,000. Not too damn cheap, man. Good God. Hold on. The Chai Bridge. Have I bringing back the right slide? Where is Chai Bridge? I have Chai Bridge somewhere here. Reparation money I go spend now. Reparation. Andrew, you not talk which part you get the money from to fix Chai Bridge. You not talk how much Prince Charles gave you, Andrew. Where have I put the thing? Bagua Gorge. Talk to Jamaicans. All right, if we don't have the skill to do it, the Chinese them have the skill to build anything they want to build. You mean to say we can update that deadly system here all now? We can broaden this and have railings to protect Jamaicans all now? And then people would want bright people like me to rigid myself to a particular political party. And from the slave master them, fix this and left it so. It still stays so. Just like many of our town centers across the country. Stay same way so. Stay same way so. Chai Bridge, Tanso, for 3 years. Now that the government has seek election victory, the government a go round and a do all sort of malarkey. The government now said them a go start Andrew Holness, Andrew Holness responsible for National Work Agency. Nesta R. Everard Warmington is just him secretary or him junior minister for the department. Because Andrew, where you see a minister without portfolio responsible for works, it means the portfolio minister is the prime minister, because the National Work Agency in the prime minister office. So the prime minister have responsibility for Chai Bridge for 3 years now. The prime minister not touch it, him not look, him not talk to the people them, him don't put up no temporary structure nor nothing. Him just left it and say, oh no, make no work on the way out. Una Jamaicans, no good at that. Work on the way out and work our way out. We did. We set up rope. We set up swinging basket and all sort. And that's how we make it cross the river, go school, go this. That's how we carry load to and everything. The prime minister, I wonder who get the contract for 231 million. Somebody, nobody can go walk and find out for me who get the contract for Chai Bridge. I wonder how much I go kick off for this year. 231 million. I wonder how much he kicking back or forth. I go on, yeah. So who get that contract? How much Andrew and Nesta go earn off a Chai Bridge? Which money I fix Chai Bridge? Which money I fix Chai Bridge? Is it from the hurricane relief money set aside from the budget, or money where Prince Charles give to Andrew Holness with regards to reparation that Andrew Holness have not spoken to Jamaicans about? Just like how Andrew Holness, now Mark Golden, Portia Simpson, PJ, don't tell we about the gold minings we are going in Jamaica and Clarendon and all about. Just like how them never tell we the precious materials that are in our backside were expensive more than gold. Just like how them a jail for island in Jamaica for so much years and need a labor and a PNP not tell we. I wonder where Mark Golden and hide for unleash power when he come in. Remember, I know Mark Golden. Jamaicans may have hope for you. Me will study international law and politics, don't have hope for you. Because, Mark Golden, the fact that you don't have no balls, meaning say, when the multinationals push their macro agenda, such as somewhat gender, the degenderization and all of that, Mark Golden, you are going to go with the multinational policies. You are going to go with the private sector policies, Mark Golden. We don't have hope for you. You don't even strong enough to turn up against a crooked opposition. How are you going to stand up against the private sector and the multinational conglomerate, Britain, America, Canada, and the EU, Mark Golden, and China? How? Me no hope for you. You can't stand up against the lower limbs of the crooks, Mark Golden. How on earth am I going to trust Mark Golden to stand up against Bill Gates and the Rothschilds when Mark Golden can't stand up to Crooked Andrew Holness? Jamaicans don't need to look at this much farther. PNP did it would have signed the Somewhat deal same way. PNP did it would have signed the Canada deal same way. Because all of them carry out master agenda. And which company get the contract for buying the 100 and odd bus? Where you say you deliver upon that Darrell and if it trust you, so you go deliver upon JPS and I mean, so you know. And you walk and tell the lie them. Jamra, how you do? And you walk and tell the lie them. Kemar, how you do? James, Real Sweet, Joan Bailey, The Easy Jerk World, Lisa Landry, Herbert Tuzelin. But if any one of Jamaicans irritated by what I said this morning, come grab me up. Let me stand up and grab me up and tell them, say, yes, on a cheap and on a skittle. If you don't want me to tell them so on a cheap and on a skittle, stop running up and down from nomination over t-shirt and jerk chicken and stop vote for 5,000 Jamaica dollar. Otherwise, you're just a common skittle. There's no two way around it. If you're a skittle, I cannot unmake you a skittle. It is your job to unskittle yourself. But as long as you're motorcade, dirty Jamaicans, Jam Crow Jamaicans, no cuss on this man, you know, Carl, I can't just jump up in my face. It's either me stand up firm or me drop a dot. On a drunk crow, and on a same one, did go take joke for donut and KFC. Junk crow. Cheap junk crows. And Uno did go line up overnight to get donut for a joke. To get KFC for a joke. I lie, me I tell? Am I lying? Am I lying? I only Jankro do them something there. And Jankro alone come a cheat up, come wait till meat, spoil him, fly down a dot. Jankro no yam fresh meat. That's why you can't sell on yourself the donut. You can go take poison for diabetes. Dirty, cheap, careless, kettle-minded, slave plantation Jamaicans. When you not go wake up, selling yourself cheap, vaccination for donut, for KFC. You never know about it. You never see when Jamaicans go line up for donut and KFC to get poisoned. And me one did see it, or the world did see it. Or me come here and spread lie propaganda and fake news. Jamaicans are not cheap. Cheap. We're not careless. We don't deserve nothing. That's why you're not beg so. That's why you're not beg and easy for sell so. Because you don't have 2 foot bottom for stand up pan. Wanna stand up on pride, Jamaicans. That's why we've been used. That's why we've been used so much. You can't stand up for yourself. Donut, KFC. Donut and KFC Jamaicans. That's what we're selling ourselves out for. For diabetes, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. Can you imagine? And then I want people to have respect for you. Then I want people to come join on a political party. You think you can pay me for my vote? My vote is not as cheap as yours. My vote is not as cheap as yours. Politician can't get me if you walk around and ring bell for them 2 o'clock in the morning. It will not happen. When politicians buck me up, them buck up a daring Brahman bull up in your face, disrespectful and don't have no manners, don't have no regards for you. Because as long as you're a politician, you're a corrupt crook, thief, and murderer. So me don't have to, as long as you are one of them, me already know who you be. Don't command no respect from me. But uno Jamaicans bow down to politicians. Uno right honorable them. Uno big man them. Uno all sort them. Where them soon as some cheap skettle that will roll over as and when I require. Cheap bunch of fuckers. Thank you all for being here this man. No fun and I go like what me say this man, but as I don't know, say my mouth cut cross way. If you want me to shut up, you have to stitch the crossway part and cut it straight way. Then me will talk how you want me to talk. But while it cut crossway, me, I got talk how me want talk and how me see Jamaicans. You're some cheap prostitute. Good morning from Global TV. Me, I got son myself for the rest of the day. All right? So I hope you don't hit the like button and all them things. This evening is fish fry. The weather is good. So I know some people are going to turn out for fish fry this evening. Am I going to drink a Guinness? I really don't know yet. I don't know yet. If I'm tempted, I might just. But we will see how it goes. Anyway, my people, thank you all for being here this morning. Thanks for your continuous support. I really appreciate it. And I'm not going to compromise my way of speaking for anyone who feels NIMBYized and think that Wayne is too harsh or Wayne must give Mark Golden too little more time. Mark Golden is a big old blob, a waste of space. He's a slough crawling slowly across the street, going slowly up the tree, Mr. Market Slough. Anyway, Irvine Morgan, how are you? Thank you all for being here this morning. I hope you enjoy the show. Dwayne, how are you? So, I saw you got my people. Annie Jones, we live in Jamaica. I don't sell my. No, the self-vote one, them know who me I talk to, Annie Jones. Them know say them me I talk to. the cereal seller them. The cereal back road one them. Them know themselves. Trust me, them know themselves. And there's a vast sway of them. Them know themselves. Anyway, maybe sooner or later, if anything I break away, you can WhatsApp it to my phone. Let me see what I go on, because in them nice day when me da park, my phone just in my bag and me just focus on the decency of the weather. But me not gonna spend any more time with me this morning because now block my sunshine. So good morning and good afternoon from Global Television Group.